folks. We're going on the Cat high-speed ferry from Bar Harbor, Maine to Nova Scotia, Canada. Let's do this. It's pretty cool. Lining up for the ferry. I've never driven up on one of these ferries like this. I have driven on a ferry, but nothing like this. It's like driving up into a container ship or something, or a big ship that hauls cars. It's crazy. But we're fixing to get up on this ship. It's going to be pretty cool. And enjoy the trip to Canada. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Pretty cool. It's like a cruise ship, man, for cars. Look at these seats. It's like airplane seats or something. That's pretty cool. It's like a train. Beautiful view, folks, off of the ferry. This is in Bar Harbor, Maine. Now, some say that we might be able to see some whale, or whales, however you pronounce it, coming out the water. You never know. So this ferry has an interesting history, and I'll talk more about that in a bit, and how it originated from the United States Navy and was retrofitted as a ferry. It's pretty cool. It was also used to rescue people from an earthquake in Haiti too, which was pretty cool. This thing is, they said it runs about 30-35 miles an hour on the water. That's high speed for Marines. You've got shopping and you've got food at several points. And these seats, it looks like a big, it's like an airplane on water or a train. And could you imagine if an airplane were this wide and had this much amenity? It'd be a pretty wild flight. That'd be cool. Or even trains were set up like this, it'd be cool. It really would be. Yeah. This is your menu, folks. Pretty cool. Look at this. I can't eat a lot of bread, but look at everything they serve. Looking for lunch. There are salads, yogurts, parfaits, and then some. And they serve wine and beer, along with food and wine, beer, whatever you want. They have movies on this trip. It's about 4.5 hours. You watch a movie. You can stand on the deck, in the back, and the sides. And they said that they will announce if they see pods of, I guess they said pods, of whales. So it'll be pretty cool. Cool to see. wish he was here with me to see this. It's so beautiful. Beautiful views, man. I still get a little conscious talking on the camera around other people. Like my voice would be lower. But, you know, everybody does it, I guess now these days. But still haven't been able to get over it myself. But I will say, this is kind of a semi-luxury ferry. This ain't the kind of ferry that you put your car on and run over the harbor in about 20 minutes. It's pretty cool, actually. It's very cool. So we're out here in the middle of the ocean. They do have Wi-Fi, which is cool. And they've got trivia at sea. Trivia and bingo. You've got food, you got drinks, whatever you want, and comfortable seats. And it's kind of like a cruise ship that's going a little bit faster than it should because it's not as big as it is. So it's pretty cool though. It feels like if you closed your eyes, it'd feel like you were flying in a plane. If you've been on a cruise ship, you know what that feels like. And sometimes you don't even know you're on the boat. It's pretty cool. Tell you is to pack a lunch when you're on this boat because the food's expensive and you don't get much. No, you don't. $14 for a chicken Caesar salad. It looked like it was one scoop of lettuce and a scoop of chicken. That's crazy. But hey, it's the novelty of it. If we could have eaten the bread, the sandwiches probably would have been a lot better. So, salad was okay, but a little small. But I will say that as for the speed of this thing, it's cooking with grease. This thing is flying 40 miles an hour. This thing to be carrying as many cars as it's carrying, the people it's carrying. It's a military vessel, so which is real cool. So cruise ship isn't going 40 miles an hour, 18 to 20 if you're lucky. Not much slower because it's much bigger. Alright, hopefully you guys can see me okay. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of being on a high-speed cruise ship, as I said. Usually they're serving food and drinks, everything until about 45 to an hour before Yarmouth in Nova Scotia. So they shut that down. So if that's a concern, you might want to bring you some bottled water or something with you. Probably it doesn't hurt to bring your own snacks and stuff with you. I should have grabbed my own beef sticks that I snack on or something, because food is it's novel, I'll put it that way. Great though, it really is. Everything is cool. Very comfortable. I mean, this thing's doing 40 miles an hour on the ocean, and it's pretty cool. It really is. Some of these military vessels can go a lot faster than that over the ocean. Ways we probably don't want to know. This was a former military vessel. It's a naval ship. So it's pretty cool though. You're out in the middle of the Atlantic. So we are about, like I say, 45 from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. In fact, my phone said welcome to Canada, so we're already in Canadian water space. So for whatever ocean space or Canadian waters as they term it. I'll get it right one day. But pretty good little trip, folks. Something you should do. Next stop, Nova Scotia. Yeah, this is my first time taking a ferry up here. I've been on a lot of cruise ships, but not up this port. I've been down in the Caribbean and stuff. It's pretty fun. Oh, I love it. Cruise vacations are fun, though. Yeah. This is kind of wow. so it's kind of hard to talk around a lot of people around you. People look at you like you're weird, or maybe I just think that. I don't know. But we are creeping up here, about to pull to the dock. I think we're backing up maybe into the dock here, and they just told us to go sit in the car and don't crank the engine until they tell you. So it's kind of cool, man. You know, as I said, this was really cool, and it was actually, she said it's 3.5 to 4 hours. So it was only 3.5 hours. It all depends on the wind and the weather and the water and stuff like that, and their timing when they leave. I think we left a little bit early too. I think we left about 15 minutes earlier than 3. So, but it's cool, you know. Good ride, very relaxing. You can sit in some comfortable chairs. But like I say, my best advice to you, if you take the cat ferry, is bring you some snacks. Bring you the bottled water or some drinks that you want. Just don't have it open, you know. Like, they don't really come into the terminal, search your cars and nothing like that. But just don't. Whatever you do, do not bring any kind of mace or weapons or anything. Canada's weird about that. Don't even bring cannabis. Don't even have it on you on the boat. Don't bring anything that they say is illegal. Just read it prior to going. You'll know it. So most people know that. I would hope they know that going over to Canada, and especially coming back into the United States. So I recommend the Cat high-speed ferry big time. That thing's cooking about 40 miles an hour. Like I say, this was built to do that speed. It's a former naval vessel. It's really cool. So I love doing videos like this because I think it really sheds light on some cool things about traveling. And I found out about this from YouTube, so go watch other videos that are better than mine about it. I can tell you what, man, there's a lot of great videos on YouTube about this ferry, and that's how I found out about it, because I was just going to drive. I was going to cross over the world and drive up here, which would have taken me 7 hours from the time I left. Of course, I would have been here by now if I'd left earlier today, but this is pretty cool to do for the first time going over here. Now, if I were in my RV van, different situation. That really, don't think that would have gotten on this ferry. It would have been too tall. There's a height limit. So keep that in mind as well. As far as I know, is a height limit. 9, 10 feet high of a vehicle would not have been able to do it. But still, that would have been fine going over the border in my RV, because there's plenty of places to stay. And not that I don't like the element, but I had to take a break from sleeping in this thing a little bit. After you've been in a vehicle bigger than this, a nice RV, you can stand up, and it's like it's basically a home. It's kind of hard to go back. Something smaller, it really is. So, but we're gonna see what Yarmouth, Nova Scotia has to offer here tomorrow. We're gonna hang out for the day, and Thursday morning we'll get back on here at 8 a.m. heading back to Bar Harbor. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.